Welcome to the students of class 9. We discuss
Welcome to the students of class.
the chapter lines and angles. In this chapter, we discuss the properties of lines and angles. Now let us consider some problems. Classify the given angles as pair of complementary, linear pair, vertically opposite and adjacent angles. Here, four types of angles are given. The first one is complementary angles. Second one is linear pair. Third is vertically opposite angles. And fourth, adjacent angles. Now let us observe the first diagram. You observe this first diagram. Let us observe the first diagram. Here, a straight line is given, and on this straight line, a ray is standing. Here, we have a straight line. On this straight line, a ray is standing. In this diagram, we observe few properties. Here, angle A and angle B are formed. Angle A and angle B are formed, and the common vertex is O. The common vertex is O. I would like to denote some points. A, B, and C. Here, OC is the common ray. OC is common ray. We can say common arm also. Here O is the common vertex. It is common vertex for the angles A and B. Common arm is there and common vertex is there. So from this, can you say that A and B are adjacent angles? By the definition of adjacent angles, you can say that A and B are adjacent angles. So angle A and angle B are adjacent angles. This is first observation. Now let us observe some more facts here. Here, the sum of the two angles A and B, the sum of two angles A and B equal to 180 degrees. If the two angles are adjacent angles and their sum is 180 degrees, then we say that the two angles are linear pair of angles. Linear pair of angles. So now you categorize these angles now. What is here? This is a linear pair of angles and also adjacent angles. So from the first diagram, we have two types of angles. The first one is adjacent angles. The second one is since their sum is also 180 degrees. This is condition 1 and condition 2. Both the conditions are satisfied. Then we say that the two angles, angle A and angle B, are a linear pair of angles. Now let us observe the next diagram. This is another diagram. This is a second diagram. Here, angle B, A and B. Angle A, and here I would like to write it. This is O, the point A, and point B, and C. OC. OC is a ray, common ray. It is a common ray. You can also note it as common arm. Common arm. And O is the common vertex. O is the common vertex. So if these two conditions are satisfied, then we say that the two angles, angle A and angle B, are adjacent angles. These are adjacent angles. Now you measure the angles. You have textbooks. You measure the angles, angle A and angle B. If the sum of the two angles is equal to 90 degrees, if A and B, A plus B equal to 90 degrees, then A and B are complementary angles. Students should take this as an activity. You take your textbook and measure the angles If the sum of the two angles, angle A and angle B equal to 190 degrees, then you can say that the two angles, angle A and angle B equal to 90 degrees, so they are complementary angles. So you check this part, whether the sum of the two angles in the diagram form 90 degrees or not. You should check this. After checking the angles, the sum of the angles equal to 90 degrees, then if the sum is 90 degrees, then you can conclude that the two angles are complementary angles. Now, let us consider another diagram. Here, in the third diagram, we have the common vertex O, and this is A, C, and B. What is the common vertex here? Common vertex. What is the common vertex? Here, O is common vertex. Can you find common arm in this diagram? Common arm for the angles A and B. This is angle A and this is angle B. Can you find a common arm? Here, the ray OC is common ray. You can write common arm. Since these two conditions are satisfied, that is common vertex and a common arm, since both the conditions are satisfied, we can conclude that the two angles, angle A and this is angle A and angle B, are adjacent angles. A and B are adjacent angles. Now, what is the sum of the two angles? Angle A and angle B. What is the sum of the two angles? You observe this. Here in this diagram, they have mentioned here the this angle equal to 90 degrees. The other angle is 90 degrees, hence angle A plus angle B must be equal to 90 degrees. So, from the diagram, we can find that angle A and angle B together are equal to 90 degrees. Angle A plus angle B equal to 90 degrees. Since the sum of the two angles is 90 degrees, we can conclude that the two angles are complementary angles. So here they are adjacent angles. This is first condition, and the two angles are complementary angles. Why? Because the sum of the two angles is 90 degrees. These two are complementary angles. Angle A and angle B are 90 degrees. So how can you say that the sum of these two angles is equal to 90 degrees? Why? Because it is given here this part is 90 degrees. So the sum of the two angles is also, from this we can conclude that the sum of these two angles, angle A and angle B, together form 90 degrees. Angle plus angle B equal to 90 degrees. So this is what you should observe from the diagram. Dear students, if you get any doubt in these concepts, you can ask your doubts in chat box. I am explaining the concepts for class 9. This is class 9, lines and angles. Now let us observe this diagram. Here angle A and angle B are given. We can note down. This is in a red color. We can note down this. This is angle A. And we are given angle B also. Here angle B. From the diagram, we can understand that these two are vertically opposite angles. These two are vertically opposite angles. So we can write angle A and angle B are vertically opposite angles. Now I would like to draw here. This is angle 1, angle 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What are the vertically opposite angles in this diagram? Students can respond to the questions in chat box. What are the vertically opposite angles in this diagram? Can any student respond to this question? Angle 1 equal to angle 4. These two are vertically opposite angles. Angle 2 and angle 5. Do you know that the vertically opposite angles are equal? Very good. One of our student responded. Angle 1 and angle 4 are vertically opposite angles. Angle 2, angle 5. Angle 2 and angle 5 are vertically opposite angles. And angle 3 and angle 6. These are vertically opposite angles. I simply write VOA. I have written there vertically opposite angles. In the previous class, you have learned that the vertically opposite angles are equal. Hence, I have written the vertically opposite angles and they are equal. Now let us consider another problem. Here in the second diagram, this is so let us consider the first diagram. Here 50 degrees and A. These two are a linear pair of angles. These two are a linear pair of angles. Why? How can you say that these two are linear pair of angles? Why? Because the first one 50 degrees and A, these are adjacent angles. I write A adjacent angles. These two are adjacent angles. And the sum of these two angles form a straight line. That is, the sum of two angles is equal to 180 degrees. This is 50 degrees plus A equal to 180 degrees. Why? Because they are forming, we know one axiom. If a ray stands on a straight line, if a ray stands on a straight line, then the adjacent angles formed by the ray are a linear pair of angles. This is an axiom which you have studied earlier. Using this property, using this axiom, you can find the value the value of A. Students can respond. Now 50 degrees plus A equal to 180 degrees. Then what is A? Can you find A? If the sum of these two angles is equal to 180 degrees, then what is the angle A? Can you find this angle A? So this is A equal to, you can write 180 degrees minus 50 degrees, that is 130 degrees. This is what you should observe. So the simplification is a student as an exercise. I am writing the result. The sum of two angles 50 degrees and A equal to 180 degrees, since the two angles are a linear pair of angles. So from this you get A equal to 130 degrees. In this problem, you should give the reason based on what facts you have concluded that the two angles are linear pair of angles. How can you say that these two are linear pair of angles? We used an axiom. If a ray stands on a straight line, then the adjacent angles, what are the adjacent angles here? 50 degrees and A. These are the adjacent angles. The adjacent angles form 180 degrees. That is, they are a linear pair of angles. This is an axiom which you have studied earlier. Based on this, you can find A. Now, let us consider the problem 2. Here, angle A and angle 43, these are vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. Can you say that A and 43 degrees are vertically opposite angles? Students can respond to this. What is the definition of vertically opposite angles? And what are the properties of vertically opposite angles? You can respond to this. Vertically opposite angles. Now, I would like to give some more facts. This is angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4. In this diagram, which angles are vertically opposite angles? Students, you can respond in the chat box. Which angles are vertically opposite angles and which are equal? Which angles are equal and which angles are vertically opposite angles in this diagram? Here, angle 1 equal to angle 3. That is A equal to 43 degrees. A equal to 43 degrees. Why? Because vertically opposite angles are equal. Vertically opposite angles are equal. Now, angle 1 equal to angle 3. And what is the next pair of angles which are vertically opposite angles? Angle 2 equal to angle 4. These are vertically opposite angles. In this diagram, second diagram, we have two pairs of vertically opposite angles. Angle 1 and angle 3 are equal and these are vertically opposite angles. Next, angle 2 and angle 4 are vertically opposite angles. These are equal. Now let us consider another problem. Here, the third problem is given. You observe this third problem. Here, a point O is noted down. Let us note down here a point O. If you consider any point O, then the angle formed here, I am considering a straight line. I am drawing, I am considering a point on this straight line. The angles formed, the sum of all angles formed at a point on a straight line is always equal to 360 degrees. So, by using this property, can you conclude that the sum of the angles at point O, the sum of the angles formed at O is equal to 360 degrees. So that is 200, 209 degrees. Here 209 degrees plus 96 degrees plus A. This is equal to 360 degrees. What is the property that we used here? The sum of angles formed at a point O on a straight line is always equal to 360 degrees. So using this condition, using this property, can you find A? Students, you can respond in chat box. What is the angle A? Angle A equal to 360 degrees minus the sum of these two angles, 209 degrees and 96 degrees. So from this you can get the value of A. So I'm keeping a blank there. You should fill up that one. Can you find angle A from this? 209 degrees plus 39 degrees plus A equal to 360 degrees. From this, you can find angle A. This is because the sum of angles formed at a point O on a straight line is always equal to 360 degrees. You have studied this concept earlier. Now let us consider the next problem. Here, observe the diagram. If you observe this diagram, see, I am simply forming this. I am drawing a rectangle on this line. So, if you want to verify the angles, you can verify the angles on your textbook. Here it is observed that the angle A and angle 63 degrees, they are vertically, they are complementary angles. How can you say that they are complementary angles? Angle A and 63 degrees are complementary angles. Complementary angles form 90 degrees. That is angle A plus 63 degrees. Angle A plus 63 degrees is equal to 90 degrees. Now you have understood how to find A. Can you find angle A? A equal to 90 degrees minus 63 degrees. You can find angle A. I am keeping a blank here. Students should practice this, how to give the reasoning. How can you say that the sum of these two angles is equal to 90 degrees? Here I actually compared by drawing a rectangle here so that you can understand that the two angles are complementary angles. Angle A and 63 degrees form 90 degrees. Total, the sum of two angles is equal to 90 degrees, and hence the two angles are complementary angles. Since the two angles are complementary angles, we can write angle A plus 90 degrees, say plus 63 degrees equal to 90 degrees. From this, you can find the value of A. Dear students, we can consider some more some more problems in this model. Now let us observe the diagram. Here a straight line AB is given. AB is a straight line. On this straight line, two rays are standing. Hence, you can get three angles. Now, for our convenience, I would like to write this. This is angle 1, this is angle 2, and this is angle 3. Here it is observed that AB is a straight line. Since AB is a straight line, here we have also already written here. Here we have mentioned that AB is a straight line. Since AB is a straight line, we can write that the sum of three angles is equal to 180 degrees. So angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equal to 180 degrees. Then what is angle 1? Here angle 1 is 3x plus 7 degrees. And what is angle 2? It is 2x minus 19 degrees. What is angle 3? It is x degrees. So sum of three angles form a straight angle, that is 180 degrees. So if you understand this concept, the three angles form a straight angle. Since the three angles form a straight angle, we can write angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equal to 180 degrees. From this, you can get that x equal to 32 degrees. So how can you simplify this? I am simply writing here angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equal to 180 degrees. From this, you can get x equal to 32 degrees. Once you find x, so you can find angle 1, angle 2, angle 3. What is angle 1? Angle 1 is, this is angle 1, 3x plus 7 degrees. You substitute x equal to 32 degrees. You can write x equal to 32 degrees, and you can find angle 1 equal to 103 degrees. Now, what is angle 2? Angle 2 is 2x minus 19 degrees. So, in this, you substitute x equal to 32 degrees. If you write 32 degrees in place of x, then you can get angle 2 equal to 45 degrees. This is angle 2 equal to 45 degrees, angle 1 equal to 103 degrees. And what is angle 3? Angle 3 is equal to x. Angle 3 equal to x, you need not simplify this. So, first, what you have done is you have found the value of x. How do you find the value of x? You have found the value of x using the property that AB is a straight line and the straight angle is 180 degrees. That means a point O, at a point O, the sum of all angles is equal to 180 degrees. Let me draw another diagram. Here I am considering different rays on this straight line. So the sum of all these angles, the sum of all this is angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6. The sum of all these angles is equal to 180 degrees. Here, angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4 plus angle 5 plus angle 6. Here we should write angle. This is angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6. This is equal to 180 degrees. Because all these angles are forming a straight angle. That is, all these are on the straight line at point O. So this is how you can answer to the question in example 3. You just observe this. AB is a straight line, and on this straight line, you have considered two rays. OD is a ray. Here, AB is a straight line, and OC is a ray, and OD is also a ray. These two rays are forming three angles at O. The rays OC and OD are forming three angles, angle 1, angle 2, angle 3 in this diagram. It is very clear that at the point O, the sum of all these three angles are forming a straight angle. Hence, angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equal to 180 degrees. And using this property, we have noted down this step. That is this step. Angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equal to 180 degrees. Using this result, you can find this is the principle to find angle x. Angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equal to 180 degrees. So from that you can get x. After finding this x, we have found we have calculated angle 1 equal to 103 degrees, angle 2 equal to 45 degrees, and angle 3 equal to 32 degrees. How can you calculate this? It is given that angle 1 equal to 3x plus 7 degrees, angle 2 equal to 2x minus 19 degrees, angle 3 equal to x degrees. So, substituting x equal to 32 degrees in these values 3x plus 7, 2x minus 19, x, you will get angle 1, angle 2, angle 3. Their values are 103 degrees, 45 degrees, and 32 degrees respectively. This is how all the students must understand the concept of finding the unknown value x in this problem. I would like to continue the problems in the next class. Thank you all students. Thank you very much.